In the journey of giving and development, and in the annals of nations that have forged their present through the will of their people and the wisdom of their leaders, the memory of Kuwait's independence remains an enduring milestone in our hearts, a cherished occasion that renews feelings of loyalty, belonging, and pride in this precious homeland. The 19th of June, 1961 is a day etched in history in letters of light. On this day, the state of Kuwait declared its independence, embarking on a new chapter in its political and national history, a chapter of an independent and sovereign state, a modern entity with firmly established institutions and an ambition that extends toward progress and prosperity. Kuwait's independence was not merely a fleeting political event, nor simply an occasion recalled annually. Rather, it was the dawn of a new life, a new beginning, and a national milestone that Kuwaitis remember with feelings of pride, honor, and gratitude for the profound meanings it embodies: freedom, dignity, and national sovereignty. On that historic day, Kuwait ended the British Protection Treaty, which had been in place since 1899 during the reign of Sheikh Mbarak al-Sabah, may Allah have mercy on him, and was linked to specific political and regional circumstances. That treaty came at a time when the region was experiencing challenges, transformations, and conflicts, and Kuwait needed protection to guarantee its security and stability.
Of 65 years of independence. For a long time, Kuwait progressing year by year, developing in all sectors, the private sectors, the public sectors, and all areas. We are very happy that Kuwait always progressing in all areas. Therefore, we are as a Kuwaiti should cooperate and coordinate with each other. Kuwait in general have very good policy regarding the foreign policy of Kuwait, the balance of power in Kuwait with other countries, the good relationship between Kuwait and Arab League, Kuwait and international organizations, Kuwait and GCC, Kuwait and the Islamic League, Kuwait and the whole world relationship. As we know, as a Kuwaiti citizen, Kuwait have a very unique policy regarding the balance of power on the region.
But times changed, circumstances shifted, and Kuwait began taking clear steps toward becoming a modern state. With the discovery of oil and the development of its resources, the country entered a new phase of organization, development, and planning, and it acquired the financial, administrative, and political capabilities to fulfill its role as a fully sovereign and independent state. It was then that the late Sheikh Abdullah Salim al-Sabah, may Allah have mercy on him, realized that the time had come to end the Protection Treaty and that the reasons that had necessitated it were no longer valid.
تتابع دولة الكويت سيرها دولة عربية مستقلة متعاونة متضامنة مع شقيقاتها العربيات.
The state of Kuwait had made significant progress in building its institutions, organizing its affairs, affirming its identity, and preparing its legal and administrative foundations for the transition to independence. The late Sheikh Abdullah Salim, may Allah have mercy on him, possessed profound vision and wise leadership. He understood that independence is not merely a declaration, but a process of building the state from within, consolidating its foundations, organizing its affairs, and preparing it to exercise its sovereignty before its people and the world. In 1959, Kuwait took significant steps in this direction, most notably the issuance of the Kuwaiti nationality law. This law solidified the concept of citizenship and belonging, affirming that there was a people with a national identity and a state that regulated the relationship between the citizen and the homeland on clear legal grounds. The existence of a nationality law signified the existence of a state, citizens, and a political and legal entity poised to assume its rightful place among independent nations. This period also witnessed the reorganization of government departments and the expansion of their operations in education, security, defense, transportation, health, and other areas of public administration, thus laying the initial foundations for the modern state and its essential institutions. These departments began their work, and the people began to conduct their activities under a more organized national administration. Kuwait gradually transformed from a traditional society into a modern state with its own institutions, administration, and plans. These steps clearly signaled that Kuwait was on the cusp of a new era in its political history, an era of statehood with its own independent identity, sovereignty over its territory, and the capacity to join Arab and international organizations and play its role among nations.
Kuwait as a country played very important role in all areas. That's why we are looking to be proud as a Kuwaiti in general, and also as a Kuwaiti citizen. We also trying to help in all areas that Kuwaiti citizen is progressing in all area of development and trying always to make our country always in advance.
During this period, Kuwait's cultural role emerged as a key aspect of its soft power. Kuwait hosted numerous literary and cultural conferences and events, and launched Al Arabi magazine, which became a beacon of intellectual and cultural influence in the Arab world, bringing Kuwait's name to every Arab home and affirming that Kuwait is not merely an oil-producing nation, but a nation of knowledge, culture, and a civilizational message. Through culture, education, media, and sports, Kuwait began to cultivate its soft power presence in the region, emphasizing that nation building is not based solely on economics, but also on human capital, intellect, knowledge, identity, and openness to the world. On June 19, 1961, a historic moment arrived. Sheikh Abdullah Salim al-Sabah, may Allah have mercy on him, declared the end of the British Protectorate Treaty, and the document of Kuwait's independence was signed with a representative of the British government, officially marking Kuwait's transition to a sovereign and independent state. This declaration was a national and historical achievement, the culmination of a long journey of ambition, hard work, and preparation.
Kuwait's independence in 1961 established the foundation of a national security doctrine built on a key reality: small states survive not only through military power, but through diplomacy, legitimacy, and strategic partnerships. Over time, Kuwait developed a security philosophy centered on internal stability, regional cooperation, and international alliance. Historical experiences, especially the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, reinforced the understanding that protecting sovereignty requires both defense capabilities and a strong diplomatic position internationally.
The state of Kuwait was liberated from any political dependency, becoming capable of managing its foreign relations independently, joining international organizations as a recognized state, and playing its role in its Arab, regional, and international environment. Independence was not, in a sense, foreign to Kuwait's nature and history. From its very beginnings, the people of Kuwait possessed a spirit of self-reliance, a desire for independence, and a rejection of subservience. Kuwait was founded on a free society, active in trade and maritime affairs, confidently engaging with its surroundings, and carving out a distinctive position for itself despite its small size and harsh conditions. Therefore, the independence of 1961 was a natural extension of this historical spirit and a reaffirmation of national identity deeply rooted in the Kuwaiti consciousness, characterized by sovereignty, dignity, hard work, and loyalty to the land and its leadership. Following independence, Kuwait embarked on a new phase of Arab and international presence. It joined the League of Arab States, then the United Nations, and participated in regional and international organizations, becoming an active member of the international community and leaving its mark on political, humanitarian, and developmental issues. Independence gave Kuwait a new and pivotal role, enabling it to conduct its foreign policy based on sovereignty and independent national decision-making. Since then, Kuwait has pursued a balanced foreign policy, making openness and communication its path, friendship and peace its principle, and supporting its development and prosperity as its goal. Kuwait has followed a policy of regional balance, striving to build balanced relations with its neighbors and adopting the role of a neutral mediator in many Arab and regional disputes.
Also, when it comes to Kuwait's economic policy or foreign policy, Kuwait was one of the first countries actually to adopt what was called economic diplomacy. So Kuwait now has two main instruments for economic diplomacy. They have the Kuwait Fund for Economic Development, which was established in 1961, just a few months after independence. The fund, I think, serves Kuwait well, and it proved its benefits during the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait. The fund provides loans and grants to more than 100 countries, so it's really an important tool. Also, the Sovereign Wealth Fund of Kuwait also has investments in many countries. Also, Kuwait uses it as a tool for economic diplomacy and to strengthen its relationship. So in general, I think Kuwait has worked hardly on the economic and political diplomacy to achieve its goals, and also to achieve respect from many countries around the world.
Over the years, Kuwait's humanitarian role has expanded. It has been present in relief and aid efforts during disasters and crises, extending its helping hand to many parts of the world. This approach was particularly solidified during the reign of the late Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may Allah have mercy on him, when Kuwait gained widespread international recognition, was designated a center for humanitarian action, and His Highness was named a leader in humanitarian work.
Kuwait can continue playing a mediation role, but the environment is becoming more challenging. Its diplomatic credibility comes from decades of balanced relations and political moderation. This has given Kuwait trust across competing regional actors. As polarization increases, neutrality becomes harder, but also more valuable. In periods of instability, countries able to maintain open communication channels become strategically important, and Kuwait still holds that advantage.
This recognition was an extension of deeply rooted values in Kuwaiti society based on solidarity, compassion, assistance, and supporting those in need. These are values that Kuwait has carried from its ancient history to its modern present, making them an integral part of its image and standing in the world. Domestically, the post-independence era transformed into a period of extensive development. The state was keen on developing the country and improving services. Hospitals emerged, schools expanded, and educational institutions spread throughout various regions after educational opportunities had been limited in previous eras. Kuwait expanded the construction of schools at all levels, from kindergarten to secondary school. Kuwait University was then established as a national academic institution.
The Kuwaiti economy before the discovery of oil was a traditional economy like other economies in the region, depending on trade, pearl diving, herding, and some handicrafts. With the discovery of oil and the exporting of oil in 1946, I think the Kuwaiti economy moved to a new stage in which some companies were created, especially by the private sector in electricity, banking, and aviation. Also, the government created other companies. But I think the main stage in which Kuwait has moved to like a new country was after independence in 1961. As at this stage, Kuwait moved to a more like a institutional country in which government bodies were created, like ministries, service-oriented entities also were created, alongside with the establishment of a number of ports, the airport, oil companies, actually the Kuwait Fund, and many other. And then this continued, I think, until maybe the 1990s, and unfortunately because the Iraqi invasion, which destroyed most of the infrastructure and the productive capacity, but Kuwait was able to rebuild itself at that time and to move another stage of development. So what we see in Kuwait now, the development in Kuwait, has been the result of decades of investment in different sectors of the economy.
From independence to the present day, Kuwait has had a succession of rulers, each leaving their mark and contributing to the nation's journey. Sheikh Abdullah Salim, may Allah have mercy on him, was the father of independence and the constitution who opened a new chapter in Kuwait's history and engineered the transition to a modern and constitutional state. Kuwait continued its journey of building and strengthening institutions under its successive rulers, facing challenges and with unifying national spirit. Each era brought its own contribution to the nation's path, whether in development, stability, foreign relations, humanitarian work, or the modernization of state institutions. During the reign of late Sheikh Nawaf Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may Allah have mercy on him, Kuwait continued its path of stability and service to its citizens, completing its development journey and preserving the national principles upon which the state was founded since its independence. Today, Kuwait embarks on a new phase under the leadership of His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may Allah protect and bless him. This phase is characterized by determination and resolve, hard work and productivity, and the investment of national talent. His Highness's career, even before assuming the reins of power, was marked by significant contributions to the development of important national institutions and the consolidation of the concepts of quality, discipline, and accountability. In this phase, Kuwait possesses significant assets for advancement, a creative human capital, robust financial and economic capabilities, a strategic location, and a political will that drives reform and development. Hence, the importance of vital sectors such as education, sports, infrastructure, and major development projects becomes evident, as they are the cornerstones of a new renaissance that will restore Kuwait's momentum and open up broader horizons for progress. Major projects such as Az-Zur Refinery, Mubarak Port, Kuwait International Airport, and other development projects stand as a testament to the ongoing progress of construction and affirm that Kuwait does not view the future as a distant promise, but rather as a national project requiring diligent work, planning, and follow-up. Under the wise leadership of His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Mish'al Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, may Allah protect and bless him, and His Highness the Crown Prince, Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al-Hamad Al-Sabah, may Allah protect him, the state of Kuwait continues its journey of development and reconstruction, drawing upon a rich history, a deep-rooted national heritage, and the steadfast approach followed by successive rulers, all committed to ensuring Kuwait's place among the ranks of developed nations.
The next decade will bring non-traditional security risks that requires a new strategic thinking. Cybersecurity threats will increase. Climate change will place pressure on water and environmental security, and global energy transition could challenge oil-dependent economies. In addition, disinformation campaigns targeting public opinion may become more sophisticated. Future security planning must therefore go beyond military defense and focus on technological, economic, and institutional reliance.
The anniversary of independence is not merely a return to the past, but a renewed invitation to reflect on the meaning of homeland, sovereignty, and belonging. A homeland is not just land and borders, but also history and memory, institutions and laws, leadership and people, sacrifices and responsibilities, a present being built, and a future being safeguarded. Independence is not a document whose impact ends on the day it is signed, but rather an ongoing covenant, renewed with every achievement, every patriotic stance, and every effort exerted by the people of Kuwait for the advancement of their nation. It is a responsibility entrusted to future generations, a trust that demands work, dedication, unity, and loyalty.